Mr. Platinum 1989. I'm just going to briefly talk about last week's Impact for August. I don't even remember. But August 19th, I believe. Either way, Eric Bischoff comes out and announces that Rob Van Dam is too injured to compete, so he basically, the title is now vacant. Now, this was shocking to me and unpredictable, which I fucking love about TNA. It's unpredictable in a way that it's not necessarily, some people would disagree with this, but I think so. That is unpredictable, but it's not like they're just trying to be unpredictable. Sure, sometimes they do that, where they'll just have like a random twist, or what people like to call a Russo swerve, but this was not the case, and I was really happy to see this. So now the title is vacant. It was shocking, and Eric Bischoff announces that there's going to be a tournament that starts tonight at Impact, and the semifinals will take place in No Surrender, and then the actual finals will be at Bound for Glory to crown the new champion. Now, this was also surprising because usually you have like a long reigning champion going into the pay-per-view of the year, with exception of Eddie Guerrero a couple years ago. Even AJ Styles last year, he won the title the month before. But that worked for both cases because they actually successfully defended it. So, and last year I supported it even though a lot of people didn't. But either way, so now we're going to have a new champion crowned. But where does that leave Rob Van Dam? I mean, I hope he returns before Bound for Glory because it's the biggest pay-per-view of the year. You need to have someone like Rob Van Dam, who has been the focus of TNA for most of the better half of this year. You need to have somebody like in there somewhere on that card. So I really hope they don't leave him out. What I hope happens is that, let's say Kurt Angle beats Jeff Hardy, and the Pope beats Mr. Anderson. I hope Rob Van Dam returns and is like, wait a minute, hold up, what the hell is this? You know what I mean? So then it becomes a three-way for the title, and you have I mean, I would like Kurt Angle to win, since he's doing this whole thing where if he loses he retires, and it'll be kind of cool because maybe he could win and have the belt for a couple months, and then he loses and then he'll retire, and it'll be one last nice reign, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it would be so magical to have the Pope D'Angelo De Niro win on the biggest night, you know, TNA history, if you want to call it that. So either way, this was shocking. I was surprised to see this. Later on in the night, we had Angelina Love and Velvet Sky, the original Beautiful People, team up against Lacey and Madison. I'm glad to see these girls reform. I don't know what direction they're going to take this. There's not a lot of directions they could take this. Besides them just dominating again. But it'll be interesting to see. Also on the night we had Fortune and EV 2.0 have a big brawl to end the show. The matches were good. They were given a lot of time. Well, decent amount of time. And you get the sense that they have some importance to them, you know, as part of the title tournament. Shit, right now I just blanked out. I can't really think of what I disliked or liked from the Impact. But yeah, overall, to talk a little bit more about that whole Rob Van Dam situation, I guess he was just tired. He has been working house shows. Of course, we all remember back around late April when he just finished debuting at that. But late April, he faced off like against 3 opponents basically, in like a span of 2 days. People have to remember the house shows as well. It's a whole crazy schedule that Rob Van Dam has been putting himself through, and it's not like if he's been, you know, it's been taking a toll on him. He wasn't wrestling last year like this, so to just jump back into a full-time wrestling schedule, I could imagine the results. But yeah, that's that. I just hope that, I really want to see Rob Van Dam versus Kurt Angle in the main event of Bound for Glory. But it seems like that's not going to happen. Either way, now TNA going forward, I think they've been doing great with their storylines and their feuds, and finding a way to stack the pay-per-view card. with different things to look forward. But my only problem is that these shows in Orlando, you can build up a match as much as you want, like the Sacrifice DVD that I have somewhere around here. Excuse me. AJ Styles versus Rob Van Dam on pay-per-view. But it takes away from it that it's in Orlando. It takes away from it that it's only in front of a few hundred people. So what I hope happens is that in 11, moving forward, they go back to what they did in 2008, where I know it costs money, but they go back to what they did in 2008 and take pay-per-views on the road, because that added, like, let me go down the list. We had fucking Kurt Angle versus Christian from, I don't even remember. We had Lockdown from Boston. We had Slammiversary from Memphis. We had Victory Road from Houston, and it's cool, like Samoa Joe, Booker T, Houston, Texas. Like, it adds to it. Could you imagine if the Super Bowl is in the exact same spot every year, or every football team plays in the same stadium? It adds, like, certain places and arenas and cities have a certain history to them, like the Green Bay Packers and Lambeau Field, you know? So, the Louisiana Superdome. So I just think that if they took it on the road more, it'll add more of a special feeling to all their pay-per-views, not just their big ones. And once again, I'm going to a ROH show in September 11th. September 11th, that's going to feature the World's Greatest Tag Team, which I cannot wait for. That fucking event is going to be fucking insane. I don't even know what to say about it, but fuck. And I'm going to a TNA show like a week and a half later, and I really hope it's a live Impact, which I doubt it will be. But I really hope it's a live Impact, because that's going to be the build-up for around Bound for Glory build-up, and it'll be perfect to have a live Impact from New York right before Bound for Glory. And if you look at the taping schedules, they're kind of odd. They're always odd before Bound for Glory, so they could just throw that in there and announce it. Either way, but I do hope they return to New York for a pay-per-view early next year. Now, to talk about real quick Undertaker's return, I really liked what they did. I love that showdown in the middle of the ring between Sting and Undertaker, where they were choking each other, and then Sting, I said Sting by mistake, sorry, Kane, and then Kane ended up winning the mini showdown. It raises interest, and that shot right there, it was just fucking perfect. Like, storyline wise, it looked amazing. Bobby Lashley lost against Chad Griggs on Saturday, and I was very disappointed. I'm a fan of Bobby Lashley's MMA career. I've been following every fight, and I hope the best for him. Now, I didn't get to see it live, so when I read the article when he lost, it kind of sounded like Bobby was in too much pain and couldn't continue after the second round, when after reading reports of him being rushed to the hospital for dehydration and them having to keep him overnight, after hearing those reports and basically seeing the actual fight, it didn't look like he was in too much pain. It just looked like he had lost too much blood from that cut early in the first round, and he was just like out of breath. So I really hope he has a rematch down the line with Chad, but I hope this doesn't, it could only make him better. He's going to look at this loss and focus on what went wrong, what didn't, and take it from there. But yeah, either way, so I don't really know what else to talk about. I haven't been watching WWE so heavily, and I don't know why, really. I don't know if it's just that I've lost my interest or I've just have a busy schedule. Actually, you know what? I don't have work this week, so I'll try to watch Raw tonight, actually. Now, if I'm not doing anything. But that's that. Mr. Blatherman 1989, add me on Facebook, hit me up. If I take long to respond to you, I apologize. Sometimes if you hit me up in the chat, I'm away from my computer, or one of my nephews or nieces is actually using my computer. But I'll definitely try to get back at you when I see it. I'll try to get back at your wall or something to that effect. But either way, that's pretty much it. That's Blathano 1989. Oh, and I'm thinking about launching some of you guys are gonna shake your head when I tell you this idea because you guys are only interested in my wrestling videos. But I tried to launch a Blathano Games, but I kind of put that on hold until I get an actual tuner, which I hope to buy sometime in the fall. TV tuner for my computer to record directly for the video games on my video games channel, Blathano Games. But I hope to launch a Blathano Entertainment channel, yes, because I have a bunch of friends that they hear I do YouTube and they're like, oh, let me get a link, and I'm like, I'll send you a link, but it's gonna be about wrestling, so I know you're not gonna be interested. And they're like, oh, fuck that shit. So I want to create another YouTube where I just talk about funny shit that happened to me because I have a fucking comical life. This, that, this, little skits here, little shows here, stuff like that. Something about launching that. Let me know what you guys think. This is Blathano 1989 out. Peace. Yo, 3 kisses.